Do you also feel sometimes you want to go and blame something? Complain about something? Hey Reshaper, I hope you're fantastic today. In today's very video I want to share with you what you should blame. If you're new on this channel, make sure to subscribe to the notification bell because I do videos about procrastination, social anxiety and so on. If you're interested in those themes, hit the notification bell to not miss out the videos because I do the videos every Wednesday and Sunday. You can also share with your friends if you felt kind of this information might be valuable for them too. You can also follow me on all the social media. I'm also upload there on daily basis, so you can also follow me there. Let's jump in. Reshaper, blaming, complaining, justification, excuses. And you might actually know it from this video that I told you that this is a really bad thing and what it causes you. What kind of things do you do when you are having this thing, how to overcome this stuff. However, today I want to tell you a little bit another thing, what you can blame. Recently I've listened to Gary Vee, and you know actually Gary Vee. If you don't know, check out his channel, he's pretty big on YouTube. So Gary Vee has told about one thing and he is telling about everything at time. So what he's telling about is, well, we have to, or where we can complain, where we can blame. People are telling us often that you should be married in the age of 30, you should have a decent job in the age of 30, you should to have like a normal life, you have to be an established life or figure out your life in the age of 30.
I have bullet ball.
And I was wondering myself, where the age of 30 is. But before we jump in, if you have social anxiety and you have your own business and you want to actually go and get rid of it, I do currently coaching for people with social anxiety based on my own experience because I had social anxiety back then, more than 15 years. You can just go in the comments, in the description down below and just schedule a call with myself. Also, you can just go and grab my freebie, which is how to overcome social anxiety or say sayonara to social anxiety guide. You can just get it too, it might be also valuable for you. So the age of 30, where does the age came? Are you curious? I was curious too, and I did my research, also watched some of the things from Simon Sinek. I liked him really much. You can also check out his channel, by the way. Simon Sinek is amazing when it comes to talking to millennials and stuff like about millennials issues. So knowing the things and combining those boss entrepreneurs and also do my own research. Why does it happen? Why everyone is talking about the age of 30 as a breaking point? Well, back in the days when we had industrialization in the 1800s, what happened is we had one thing. We had the bad pollution and our own system, especially our hygienic system, went really down the river. And because it went down the river, people just used to live in this industrialized world back then, like in the UK, maybe 40 years. When it comes to living long, then they live maybe 60 till 60. Therefore, there was an urge to create the new population in the age of 30 to actually give it to other generation, to hand it out to another generation. It was a survival issue, okay? And because it wasn't a survival issue, people have created this kind of mindset. You have to figure out your life in the age of 30. Now we are 220 years later, in the year of 2020. And people are still thinking, you have to figure out the thing in the age of 30. This kind of mindset, which is 220 years old, has been established since then in our minds of the whole mankind. and everyone is still believing it.
NANI?
You have to figure out your life in the age of 30. Why you still don't married? You have to be married in the age of 30. And what happened in this very moment when you're telling people those kind of phrases, which are just kind of wired into our brains?
Free your mind.
Well, those kind of false beliefs, which have nothing to do with our current situation, are simply people start to urge. They start to urge to find a partner. And what happened when I figured out like, oh, I don't like the partner? What happened in the US and also in Japan currently, the divorce rate goes up into the sky. Because people are not finding the partner based on love, but based on urge. But because we don't have the urge at all, they figured out, okay, now I have my partner and I don't love him at all, why I have even married him? And then they ask themselves, okay, I live actually longer, and do I really want to be 60 years with him right now, from now? Or 70 years with him right now? People say no. Why? Because they know, because of our own aggression of the industry, of pharmacy, of industry, of surgery, and stuff like that. What happened is people live longer than ever before. In fact, in Japan, 83 years old is the average, and it goes up every single year. And because it goes up, not just in Japan, but in other countries, in several years, we will reach, if we don't do the junk lifestyle, when we live a healthy life, we will easily reach the age of 90, 100, or maybe even 110. So why we are actually still urging about the 30 years about being 30 doesn't make any sense, doesn't it? In fact, one of my friends of my family, she had actually born a child at the age of 50 or maybe even close to 60. Just imagine this. This is still possible with current technologies, and it will be more possible in the future too. So why are we still thinking about it? We're thinking about it because it is established, because it is a false belief that has been wired into our brain. And this is exactly the thing you can blame and you should blame. Because guess what? The first step. When you are actually asking those human beings who are telling you you have to figure out your life in the age of 30, then you can ask themselves, have you figured out your life yourself? They might be really offended because of, hey, how can you tell me I am more older than you and stuff like that, but why do they feel offended? People feel offended because you're telling the truth, not the false. When I'm telling you you're a pig, you won't be offended because you aren't a pig, don't you? People are just offended because they're hearing the truth, or part of the truth. And because they hear the truth, or the truth which is anchored in themselves, they actually hate the marriage, but they did the marriage because of the urge, because other people have told them they are in this job, because everyone's told them you have to figure out your life in the age of 30, and they did so. And now they feel miserable with the marriage, with the kid, with the marriage, with the kid, with the job that they hate, and the whole life is just a disaster. But if you ask them this directly, they will never answer yes, but they will answer no. But in this very moment, they become even more dreadful, because they're more going deeper, deeper, deeper in this vicious cycle. So this is a step, just one step that you can do, just ask them the opposite. Alright? Recap, where you should blame. You should blame this belief that people have actually figured out their life in the age of 30. Because most people who are telling you who you have to figure out your life in the age of 30 haven't figured out their life themselves. In fact, if they have figured out, it was based on pressure, but not on love, not on the passion. Therefore, they're feeling not happy about the life. They feel dreadful. They feel like the whole life is just a disaster. Therefore, when you blame about the thing, when you say to them the thing, they might be even offended. But they're offended not because you're telling the full thing, you're telling the truth. And because you're telling the truth, they feel offended. So, if you want to blame this kind of belief. Reshape Up. I do these videos every Wednesday and Sunday, so make sure to subscribe with notification bell, share with your friends and your loved ones so you can do what you want to. Because the next video will be about why you should listen to some words which are beneficial for you over and over again, 100 times. Now today's question is, tell me in the comments box down below, what is the number one thing that people are telling you should do and that bothers you currently? Which kind of this prejudiced thoughts are people telling you that bothers you the most? Tell me in the comments box down below. In this very channel, I do videos about procrastination, social anxiety, about how to become successful, how to become happy in life, how to overcome all these feelings, all the bad things, and all the psychology around it. If you are interested in, I want you to watch these videos, and in the meanwhile, rush and dope. I put out the scissors. If you put out the rock, you have won. Tomorrow is a nice day for you.